Okay, so this is another trace table, but instead of doing flowcharts, we're doing code. What I'm going to do to start off with is I'm going to separate this. I'm going to separate this. And I'm going to separate this bit because there are 3 different bits of code in the same code. 3 different sections, you can argue. You've got a loop, you've just got some normal code, and then you've got another loop. Again, if you think you've got a hang of this before I complete the solution, I would like for you to pause the video at any point. Let's do the beginning bit. We're going to input number. So the first number we're going to input is 5. So we're going to put 5, and we're going to put it into digit. Now actually, the example I've got this wrong. It should be square brackets for an array. Count will be 1 to begin with in our for loop. So we're going to put it into, so number goes into digit count. So we find digit, count 1, and we're going to put our number, which is 5. And then what happens is the same as every for loop. Instead of I, we're using count. Count goes up by 1, so we're now 2. The next number to type in is 7, and that goes into position 2. So 7, which is the number, goes into position 2. We then loop again. Count becomes 3. Input number 0. And that goes into position 3. It then loops again. We get 1, put it into position 4. It's good, so we've done these already and we'll cross them out. The next time it loops, it's going to be 2. So we've now looped 5 times. We're nearly at 7. We then do 3. So we're now at 6. We're then going to do 4. And now we've looped our 7 times. So this bit is done. But sir, what about position 8? Relax, that's going to come soon. Don't worry about it, Max. Okay, sir, thank you. So the next bit is we're going to perform a bit of math. We're going to add up digit 1 plus digit 3 plus digit 5 plus digit 7. So 5, digit 3 is 0. Nice. And digit 7 is 4. So that will give us 9. We're then going to, and I forgot obviously digit 5, which is 2. So actually it's 9 plus 2 equals 11. So we've now done this bit. We've added up all those numbers together. We're then going to multiply it by 3. So 11 times 3 equals 33. How do we know it's multiply? Because that asterisk means multiply. So we get rid of that. We're done. We then have plus digit 2, which is 7. So that will give us 40. Plus digit 4, which is 1. So it's 41. Plus digit 6, which is 44 in total. So 41 plus 3 equals 44. So 44 is our sum once we've done a calculation. So let me just neaten this up. Okay, so now we're doing this if statement. If mod sum 10. So sum is 44. 44 divided by 10 equals 4. Remainder 4. When we mod, we just care about the remainder. So it's basically saying if 44 divided by 10 mod, which is 4, does it not equal 0? Well, it doesn't equal 0, it equals 4. So we're now going to do this bit. So remember, mod just looks at the remainder. So sum divided by 10 will give us 4 remainder 4. It doesn't equal 0. So therefore we're going to do this line of code here, where we're going to basically do this calculation. 44 divided by 10 is 4. Now div doesn't care about the remainder, it's just 4 by itself. So this bit is 4. Multiplied by 10 equals 40. Plus 10 equals 50. Take away sum, which is 44, because it hasn't changed. 50 take away 44 gives us 6. And we put that 6 into digit 8, because it tells us to there. So let me just neaten this up. We put into digit 8 this calculation here. Div doesn't care about the remainder, so it looks at how many 10s go into 44. It's 4, no remainder. Times 10, 40, plus 10, 50, minus sum, which we worked out earlier, was 44, so 50 take away 44 equals 6. Finally, we do the third part of the code, which is the loop, where we loop 8 times. And we're going to output digit count. So we're going into the output column, and we're going to first of all output digit count 1, which would be 5. And I'm going to put it, oh, I missed a bit, sorry. Output GTIN 8. So that goes here. My bad. So we've done this bit. Now we're going to the loop. So we're going to output each number one at a time. So it starts off with 5. Count goes up by 1 to 2. It then outputs 7. And it's going to keep going. So then it'll be 0. Then it'll be 1. Then it'll be 2. Then it'll be 3. Then it'll be 4. Then it'll be 6. And that's done. So remember, it's now doing it 8 times, 1 to 8, so we go all the way to the end. And that is it. That is the answer to the first part, A. See if you can do the second part by yourself, which is this table down here. Pause the video, give it a go. Okay folks, I'm hoping you gave it a go properly yourself. I'm going to do this really quickly. So that should be 4, that should be 3, that should be 1, that should be 0, that should be 2, this should be 3, this should be 1, this should be 0. We then, let me just tidy this up from last time, need to do our sum. So we're going to have 4 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1, 5, 7, 8 times 3, because we're doing this bit now, equals 24, plus digit 2, so now on 27, plus digit 4, which is 0, plus digit 6, which is 30. So all of this is 30, so sum is 30. Okay, the next thing we need to do, if mod sum, which is 30, 10, so how many 10s go into 30? 3. Are there any leftovers? There are no remainders. So therefore, this does not run because it does equal 0. We then do else. Digit 8 equals 0, which I accidentally did here, I believe. There we go, void put it in. So digit 8 goes to 0, we then output GTIN 8, GTIN 8, and then we simply output our whole thing. So 4, 3, 1, 0, 2, 3, 1, 0. Happy birthday.